Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Welcome everyone to Group One's presentation about infrared heating technology. So, what is infrared? We're going to talk about it. And for the members, there are Syafa Nabila Putri Sampurno, Senjala Kausar, me, Nova Ramadan, also Silvina Nursiti Syahwa. And first, for the infrared technology, will be explained by Syafa.
Infrared heating technology utilizes the invisible electromagnetic waves from the light spectrum to generate heat. Unlike conventional heating, which heats the air around an object, infrared heaters directly heat the object itself. How does infrared heating work? Infrared heaters generate heat through heating elements that contain metal and ceramic filaments. When an electric current is passed through these heating elements, they emit infrared radiation. The wavelength of infrared radiation determines the type of heat produced. First is short wave infrared. The 1 to 2.5 microns produces intense heat ideal for rapid heating and drying. And second is medium wave infrared, which is 2.5 to 5.6 microns. Produces more comfortable and uniform heat, suitable for room heating and large areas. And third is long wave infrared, which 5.6 to 100 microns. Produces gentle and easily absorbed heat, ideal for application where intense heat is not required, such as heating food and heat therapy. Next.
Okay, next for the design of infrared technology. So basically, it utilizes in two main sources: electric heaters and gas-fired heaters. And electric fired heaters, it's around 1,100 to 2,200 Celsius, and for the gas, it's around 343 to 1,100 Celsius, and they emit infrared radiation with wavelengths ranging from short to long. And depending on the efficiency, so basically, like infrared heaters ranges from 40% to 70%, while gas-fired heaters have an efficiency of 30% to 50% and emit medium to long wavelengths.
Infrared heating technology can be used in Indonesia. Why? Because infrared heaters are suitable for various environments and climates, including tropical regions like Indonesia. They can efficiently provide warmth and comfort in both indoor and outdoor settings, making them a versatile heating solution for homes, office, restaurants, and other establishments throughout the country. Infrared technology can be effectively utilized in food production processes in Indonesia for several reasons. First is energy efficiency. Infrared technology directly generates heat on the surface of the heated object without requiring heating of the surrounding air. This reduces energy loss commonly experienced in conventional heating systems, thereby enhancing overall energy efficiency. Second is process temperature control. Infrared allows for highly precise temperature control in food production processes. This is crucial to ensure the consistent of product quality and to avoid overcooking or undercooking. And the third is speed of processing. Infrared technology can expedite food production processes as heat is directly applied to the product, allowing for shorter processing times compared to conventional heating methods. And the fourth is product quality. In processes such as drying, pasteurization, and baking, infrared can help maintain optimal texture, flavor, and nutritional content in food products. And fifth is cleanliness and safety. Heating processes with infrared are often cleaner and more hygienic compared to other heating methods because they don't require heating media such as air or water, which can be sources of contamination. Therefore, infrared technology is a good choice for food production processes in Indonesia, as it can enhance efficiency, product quality, and safety. while reducing unwanted environmental impacts.
Okay, next, so what in Indonesian cuisine that can be used for infrared technology? So we found a journal from Dwi Yustianto, Slamet Riyadi, and Siswadi. They made like they come up for like a grilling machine, infrared grilling machine, in Benowo District West Surabaya, which can like the capacity of 25 kilograms of satay, and you can look here. The name is a Thai grilling machine to 2 infrared heater, which is fueled by LPG gas. So like basically the mechanism is equipped with new technology features that no longer use charcoal for the satay burning process. Uh, which is like filled by LPG gas, and the infrared heater can have its temperature controlled via digital control. So which is connected to several other infrared components. The temperature produced by this infrared heater is optimal for food that is served through grilling. So talking about grilling, there are some other Indonesian food that can be used, such as sate lilit. Sate lilit is basically a Balinese food that uses like uh, serai, and the meat is basically it can be pork or chicken that being processed. And next is sate buntel. It's kind of the same with sate lelet that it's basically a wrap meat. Sate buntel is from Solo. You can search it and it's really good. And next, it's for the non-Muslims. It's a babi panggang. And next is the most common one for grilling. It's ayam bakar. Also, an interesting fact, there's an infrared product as well in Bandung, and it's called Zugala Roastery. You can search it in Google Maps. Uh, so basically, Zugala has introduced an innovative infrared coffee roasting machine that uses infrared heating technology instead of traditional fire or gas. This infrared roaster offers several advantages over conventional roasters. So basically, it roasts coffee beans without an open flame or gas, providing a cleaner and more controlled roasting process. Infrared heating allows precise temperature control, which is crucial for achieving the desired roast profile and for flavor development in coffee beans. The infrared roaster can roast coffee beans evenly and consistently, resulting in superior flavor quality compared to traditional roasting methods. And next.
Food safety against use of infrared heating technology. The application of infrared heating technology in the satay grilling process has several issues related to food safety. The first one, use infrared technology in the satay grilling process can replace the traditional method of burning using charcoal because it does not produce residual combination results so as to improve hygiene and reduce the risk of contamination. And second, infrared heating is effective in heating the surface of the food so that it can kill pathogenic microorganisms because usually traditional heating can only heating a few millimeters below the surface of the food. And the last one, temperature control system in infrared heating allows setting the temperature according to the characteristic of the heating material so as not to damage the content in the material.
To convince Indonesian consumer and entrepreneur to adopt infrared non-thermal heating technology in the food industry, a comprehensive approach highlighting in benefit while addressing potential concern is necessary. The first one, we emphasize the benefit of this technology for food safety and quality. Infrared heating efficiently inactivate microbes, ensuring safer food product. The second one is tangible evidence of increased production capacity and efficiency will be demonstrated. Data and case studies show that infrared heating processes larger quantities of food in a shorter time, leading to increased production capacity. Third, sustainability and environmental benefits are highlighted. Energy efficient infrared heating reduce carbon footprint and greenhouse gas emission. This aligns with Indonesian goals of reducing reliance on non-renewable energy resource. Fourth, we will conduct demonstration and pilot project to directly familiarize consumer and entrepreneur with this technology, collaborating with local food product to showcase a successful real-world application. Fifth, government support and incentives will be pursued. We will engage with relevant agencies to promote the adoption of this technology as a part of national food safety and sustainability initiatives. Lastly, concern about initial investment costs and the learning curve associated with new technology will be addressed by providing comprehensive training from implementation to proper maintenance of infrared heating system.
Okay, so these are the BPO graphics, and we got it like a year ago, like 2023, like the Zugala and the grilling machine. So it's basically pretty new. Okay, and thank you for seeing our presentation. If you have any question, you can drop it in the comments. Thank you. Sorry if we have a lot of mistakes in this presentation. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.